Is 50 Cent poor?
There's only one man that could file for bankruptcy in court while posting up an image at the same time of this on Instagram surrounded by money.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place. 50 Cent action. I can't wait till I get my money right.
You made 100 million?
4.1 billion.
Has 50 Cent recovered from this initial situation? Rick Ross claims nowadays 50 Cent is still broke and living in an apartment.
I made my lawyer pull up his finance. Nah, it was bad.
Already?
Nah.
How bad?
It was bad. They made sure I wouldn't say nothing about it. I can't say no dollar figure, but it was nigga was in an apartment, 2-bedroom. I felt bad for dog. I was like, damn.
In the early 2000s, 50 Cent really rose to fame with the Get Rich or Die Trying album and built well through his music sales. Over 20 million albums sold, tours, the G-Unit brand, endorsements, and even acting. But in 2007, there was a major amount of money he had made. He invested a stake in Vitamin Water and Coca-Cola acquired the company with an estimated payout widely of 40 to 100 million that he had got.
I was in a supermarket and I saw a gallon of water for $2.89, and I went further down the aisle and I sent another gallon of spring water for 59 cents. And I just know that if you put that in these two different cups that we have in front of us, that I wouldn't know the difference between what spring it came from. You know, but Poland Spring has conditioned us to spend more for their brand than the other brand that I saw. And when I got back, I told Chris at the time, me and Chris Lighty was working closely together, he was managing me, and I said, I want to sell water. And he was like what? I said, I want to sell water. He's like, to who? I said, everybody need water. Like, you know, it might have been an easier concept for him if I said I wanted to sell liquor.
There's been inflated claims of up to 400 million, but he got a significant amount of money. And Forbes and others put him on hip-hop's rich list next to Jay-Z, with net worth claims reaching 150 million in the early 2010s.
Until you have enough success that you start to create lifestyle around it, you don't even have bills. Like my grandmother, the first thing I did when I did the deal was I bought her a small Mercedes-Benz, like the C-Class Mercedes-Benz, and I left on a tour. That was my only expense, that car and that $800 a month apartment. And by the time I came back, I had $38 million. A journalist told me about Mike's house. I said I should buy it. Then I went and saw it and looked at it and I bought it. Because, you know, when you make $38 million, if you don't spend it, the IRS is just coming to take it anyway.
You don't still have it?
No, I sold it and gave the proceeds to charity.
50 Cent buying Mike Tyson's former house was actually a massive L for him. So he originally purchased a home in 2003 for 4.1 million as a tax write-off. He had initially listed it for 18.5 million in 2007, but the property sat on the market for 12 years. And he finally got rid of the burden. He sold it for 2.9 million, an 84% reduction from his original asking price. Bearing in mind you would expect property to go up in the span of 15 plus years. What 50 Cent thought at this point is he had the secret formula to any business and he could just start anything. He even made his own energy short business that didn't work out. He made the G-Unit Film Productions, their clothing. Many of these projects ended up closing down rapidly. He even expanded into the boxing promotion business as well. He thought he could do everything, and many times you become scatterbrained and many things don't work out. In 2014 to 15, there were major lawsuits. He got a $17 to $20 million lawsuit in a case with Sleek Audio, a headphones trade secrets dispute related to his SMS audio brand. So in 2010, 50 Cent had partnered with Sleek Audio to develop and market a wireless over-the-ear headphone called Sleek by 50. He invested over $1 million into the venture. However, this ended up being a lawsuit. So he had a split and 50 Cent formed his own headphone company, SMS Audio, and also Sync by 50 and Streets by 50. Sleek sued him and claimed that the SMS headphones mechanically mirrored their own designs, and Jackson had misappropriated confidential business strategies and trade secrets. He ended up losing that lawsuit. In 2016, a settlement was reached. 50 Cent had to pay $14.5 million from the law firm. Then there was a $5 million judgment over a leaked X tape he had posted online tied to a feud with Rick Ross. July 13, 2015, 50 Cent had filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Connecticut.
About a year ago or so, you declared bankruptcy. You said you're out of money, and then you irritated the judge in the case because you started posting all these pictures of you that seemed to indicate that you have a ton of money. You put up this picture right here of you eating a money sandwich.
Yeah. Well, I for one can tell you how you went broke.
You put this picture up of you opening your fridge and just finding money inside. You put up this picture. These are yours of your coffee table, which is made of money. Then you put this picture up right here, which says you're broke, spelled in money. And then this one right here, which is just cash coming out of your pants.
50 Cent has always been the PR king, and he knows how to spin any narrative, and him going broke, poking fun at himself, took the spotlight away from what he was even going through at the time. This guy always deals with situations like this perfectly the way he played on it.
Why were you doing that?
My audience doesn't understand the difference between chapter 11 and chapter 7.
Yeah.
When you file chapter 11, you just really reorganize.
You're reorganizing your business.
I got 4 companies that had over like $3 or $4 million in each one of them. So
Right.
I can pull the money out and take those pictures.
Right.
But the courts is going, their responsibility is to make sure the debtors are paid because they've received these awards from different arbitrators and different things. And it's interesting because once you're successful and you publicly noted, you become a target, a bullseye.
Yeah.
Like the lawyers do everything in contingent on getting something from you.
Right.
They sue you for, that.
But that still begs the question, if that's the situation, why put all that?
All of that's over with now, Coney. That's over.
Okay, all right. All right. Okay, all right. I'll let it go. It really makes me want to visit your home, though, and just hang out there for an hour. Walk out of there with $30,000.
Right. Could I get a Kleenex?
You're out of toilet paper!
Listed assets and liabilities in the 10 to 50 million range, one filing showing 24 million in assets, 32 million debts, and monthly expenses were high, 108,000, with income from royalties and businesses.
Is 50 Cent poor?
Poor, no. Cash poor, maybe.
Okay, so when he says, I have to file for bankruptcy, we've just heard him on a press junket. He's promoting his new film, Southpaw. And he told E! News, I'm taking the precautions that any other good business person would take in this situation. When you're successful and stuff, you become a target. I don't want to be a bullseye. I don't want anybody to pick me as the guy that they just come to with astronomical claims and go through all of that.
This was not a Chapter 7 broke style bankruptcy, it was different. He trolled the internet with Instagram posts of cash spelling broke, and Forbes revised his 155 estimate sharply downward. His boxing promotion company also faced bankruptcy around this time.
You don't want to go into business with fighters.
Why not? Explain that.
Their temperament is built on the way the business runs. So it's like they fight, get the money, spend the money, then fight again.
Right.
So in cycle, like they become loyal to whoever can provide for them when they're done with the money. Like, so if in that cycle, if you spent the money and then you looking around and then Al look out for you, that person is Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to stay loyal to Al Heyman because he keep looking out for you when you burn the money down.
So there was a plan where he would pay back $23 million to creditors. In February 2017, the bankruptcy discharge after he paid back the $22 million accelerated with his own funds, and the case was actually resolved.
Lawsuits happen to bosses. But what amazed me about 50, and I even feel funny about talking about another man so much, but he did call me out, and it made me actually look at things. He's been amazing to me because he's done things I can't do. Like, he can get a lawsuit. I don't want to get sued, so I'm going to say allegedly, whatever, right? And have a judgment, but he files for bankruptcy. And then he can get on the Instagram, on the gram, and put a bunch of show money. And I'm like, how does he do that? The government would have been all over me. How could you go bankrupt and still be claiming to have money? See, when I have a judgment, I pay my judgments or, they got to find it. But I'm proud that I've never filed for bankruptcy.
You may say 50 Cent has had a massive recovery because he come up with his show Power and was a major influence in that show, but he got a really bad deal at first.
In the Power series, I was receiving $17,000 to be an executive producer, to be a reoccurring character, to be almost the music supervisor, to create the theme song for the show.
You paid
$17,000 per episode. I get paid more to go to the nightclub and wave. I just wanted him to get pregnant with the idea that we have to have this baby.
So when it's 17,000 an episode, right? Just so everybody, why would you do it?
I wanted to make the show. I wanted to make.
You wanted to tell that story.
No one in our culture has made any television, produced what they wanted to make.
But one thing 50 Cent did to claim back a large chunk of money is he audited his own record label, where he was signed to Dr. Dre, Eminem, that whole deal. He audited them and found out he was owed millions.
50 Cent was owed. 50 Cent was, it kind of went sour with him and Dre's relationship, him and Jimmy's relationship, and he kind of wanted to get off Interscope, and they didn't want to let him off. So he audited them.
It was my fifth and final album requirement for Interscope. We was in a position where we would have to do audits and go through the books and everything, and then there was conflicts in different areas. Like my album, Get Rich or Die Trying, is the largest debut in hip-hop album, and the way we sold ringtones at that point is exactly how we sell the single. The language and the contracts spoke to the same light, and the way I would be paid off a ringtone, if I argued that that was the way I was to be paid off of the singles, would mean that they owed me like another $23 million maybe.
Yeah.
So we went through that process, and it took for 4 years.
He said, just let me off the label. And that's how he was able to get off the label to go be 50. Like, dog, I'm telling you, if every artist audited their label. Matter of fact, can I just say one thing that is very important to say? You want to know the thing that the labels do, the most egregious thing that they do? The distribution fee.
And this guy's net worth has largely recovered from the financial messes he was in back in that lawsuit. And his current estimated net worth is back at around 40 to 100 million. Many people that know about investing say the worst thing that can happen is you get a large amount of money at one time from selling that company. You become a target for lawsuits and everyone comes after you. See, what many people didn't know is that he has set up a plan with the court, a repayment plan where he sends 23 million to his creditors, but he had time to reorganize things. The bankruptcy was discharged after he paid back 22 million in 2017, accelerated with his own funds, and 13 to 14 million in settlement, and the case was largely resolved. His longtime rival Rick Ross claims that 50 Cent today is washed and broke and doesn't actually own anything he's doing anymore, even the Power franchise that he's pushing in the Diddy documentary.
History with you and 50, is it better now? You guys now friends? Like, do you guys talk now, or is it still no relationship?
Nah, homie Wash, we've never been cool.
From day one?
No.
This is a big business you guys are a part of. You guys are two of the heavyweights in the business.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
A lot of things to talk about. History, the beef.
What kind of history? That he couldn't dress? That's all I used to tell him. Yo, you can't dress. You're not really getting no money. You don't own your masters. Eminem saved you. Dr. Dre saved you. All the big names. Rose did it himself. I came in through slip and slide. I had to build this myself. And I'm not speaking down on him because he live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but...
He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment?
2-bedroom. Catch the alley hoop now. You gotta win by Yama, this bitch.
2-bedroom apartment.
Yes, he does. And if he does, what does that say about him? Come on now. Just the alley hoop. Come on now. What does it say about him?
You're saying 50 lives in a 2. He just did a big documentary on Diddy that blew up. It was a #1 documentary for like weeks.
They just use him. They'll put his name on there, give him 10K, and that's it. He don't own any of that.
Obviously, if you guys know, you know, when it comes to Rick Ross and 50 Cent, both of them don't have much nice to say about one another, and 50 Cent has clapped back and took his own shots numerous times at Rick Ross.
What is it with you and Ross that's just been going on for so long?
I spent it to you, right? Nothing else works for him outside of mentioning me. When things get bad, you mention me, it gets covered further. You'll see TMZ and say, 50 Cent said this is going to be bad for Irv Gotti's career. I get covered across the board. Yeah. They get covered on the hip-hop blogs. It is what it is. Yeah. And you watch, because I have nothing else to say. You just see it happen periodically as it goes. Yeah. You know, you see that big white elephant, that property he lives at? It costs more than the nightclubs. He's in the nightclubs. Yeah. We know what they can give you. They can't pay you more than they can pay you because the room can't hold enough people for them to give you the money to stay there.
Talking of money, actually at one point 50 Cent filed a $2 million copyright infringement lawsuit against Rick Ross. The suit was sparked by Ross using the instrumental in a 30-second sample of 50 Cent's song In the Club on one of these mixtapes. But the lawsuit actually ended up getting dismissed and 50 Cent tried to appeal it and Rick Ross again got the victory.
You know, cease and desist ain't never been nothing we've been big on in lawsuits, shit like that. 50 Cent sued me before. We beat his ass, kicked him to sleep in court, sent him back home. He was poor. When we pulled up his banking accounts, I felt bad for him. I really did. But, you like that? Go ahead and laugh. Look at the camera. Let the camera see it. Hey, let the 50, they laughing at you. Make sure y'all Google that to see what that shit went like. I kicked dog to sleep. But I made my lawyer pull up his finance. It was bad.
Oh, really?
How bad? It was bad. They made sure I wouldn't say nothing about it. I can't say no dollar figure, but it was nigga was in an apartment, 2-bedroom. I felt bad for dog. I was like, damn. I know niggas that bought a 2-bedroom just for their puppies and shit.
Guess not.
You gotta hustle hard.
And he's made the famous dig saying, if you're so rich, why do you do your own lawn? These guys are never going to be friends anytime soon.
Staying 3 years squatter, holding on to the leg of the chair that they move. But that's what it is. It's just a part of presentation.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You can see this. You don't need me to say this. You know this.
Yeah.
Look at it. What kind of rich nigga cut his own grass? Why you out there cutting your own grass? You trying to save money, nigga? You don't want to pay for the lawn to get cut, huh?
Let me ask you
the AC broken in the motherfucker.
Let me ask you this.
But 50 Cent actually at first wasn't earning much from Power, but there was a massive new deal in 2018 where he signed a 4-year multi-series overall deal with Stars worth an estimated $150 million. And after the Stars deal expired in 2022, he had moved his production company to Fox. 50 Cent, being a legend, made a massive recovery through being smart with his finances and actually learning about them now. But was he ever broke? He was just readjusting his finances in his businesses, and his personal account did have money, so he didn't actually go broke. 50 Cent was actually genius in the way that he went to bankruptcy and recovered from it.
Did you know 50 Cent was paying his baby mama nearly $500,000 a year in child support? That's $40,000 every single month. But instead of being grateful, she told him this isn't enough. So 50 took it to family court. And here's the twist. The judge ruled against her and cut the payments down to just $6,700 a month, from $40,000 to $6,000.
But 50 Cent is now 50 and he's matured a lot and said he's mainly content. He's had all the nice things and he's happy with the stuff he's doing now. His net worth is largely recovered through the Power success and other things he's done since, and got a good deal within his music.
I've reached a point where I don't have anything that I want that I don't have, so I don't know what the rush is to get to that point. I bought every car that I wanted to 2 or 3 times. Bought them, put them back. The newer versions came. Put it back. That's just the success from 03, and it habits within lifestyle. If you're earning a decent amount of money, if you don't spend it, they're just gonna take it. When I said they, I mean the IRS. If it was a person that you could point to, you go, well, why did you change your mind and decide you want 58% of all my money? Like, what is going on? And it even will make you adjust where you decide to lay your head. Common sense would say if you don't need the things that are right there, they're going to change where high net worth people are staying. They'll move to territories that are more fitting for their life and stability of them continuing to function on the level they're on, instead of staying in a place that is not offering you anything better or anything bigger as it increases.
One thing we always say on this channel when we go through stories like this is where they started from is a completely different picture. So someone getting to 100 million that come from absolutely nothing at all, didn't have anything handed to them, is a story in itself. And if you can recover and have multi-millions years later, you're in a good position.
And 50 is crazy. He don't like fucking nobody.
Yeah, he don't fuck
that
with
motherfucker's crazy.
Nah, he is.
But it's different, man. You still got your mother and father?
Yeah.
You still got your mother and father?
Yeah.
Imagine your mother dying and you don't know your father.
Yeah.
So me and his life is different. My father made it to 80. My mom's is 79. Some people don't got a mother and father. We the fortunate ones. Because 50 didn't have that.
Right. That's really a fact.
His mom's, God bless the dead,
That's a fact.
and never knew who his pops was.